can't remember how to do this now. Right. Okay, you can zoom in on this, and that's why I use this instead of You struggling there?
No, I think I'm.
Are you on? Are you in?
We're on. We're in.
You part of the team?
We're away.
Okay. Can try and share it now.
I need to mute myself. There we go.
Beautiful noises.
Oh, excuse me. Dominique Jackson. We have some lovely blue hearts.
Right, guys. Can you all hear Mr. Glitter Fairy? Because YouTube doesn't always save the comments from live feeds. So when he's reading out comments, obviously when you're watching back, loads of people are like, we can't hear it. So can you hear Mr. Glitter Fairy? Talk normally, Mr. Glitter Fairy.
Hello, people. How are you today?
Can you hear him, my dears?
Yeah, I can hear you. Life of Beauty K.
But can you hear Mr. Glitter Fairy?
Yes. Fifi1702 says yes.
Cool.
Susan Snodgrass says hello from Jacksonville, Florida, USA.
Hello there.
Life of Beauty K is literally using your glitters right now. Luckily, I was finishing up.
Well, I should bloody hope so too.
Julie Johnson, she says, yay, glad you're back. Hope you're well.
I'm alright, thank you. Bit bored. I'm just sharing away on all the media socialness. What have I done?
That's right. I can all hear fine.
Cool, okay. Next. So now... Right.
Molly Molly 63 says, yes, I made it. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Hello.
Who's this Mrs.?
Well,
What's going on?
they know something I don't.
Well, clearly. Right. Let's have a look at the comments that I've had. Oh, really itchy head.
We have a hello from Japan.
Awesome!
And a hello from Vienna in Austria.
I've not had a Japan before. Well done. I'm quite excited. Not that the rest of the world isn't awesome too, but you know, Japan.
Oh.
Pretty happy with that. Okay, I'm just looking through comments to see what people have requested. Because as you may be aware, I had shared the other day that when I now share my product videos at 6 o'clock, I ask you to make requests for the live feed. So this is very boring at the moment, but it also gives people a chance to tune in before I get going. Right, okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Just telling me they're pretty isn't great. Right, all I've really had is people asking me to do stuff in hard gel, which I will get round to. But I'm still kind of on medical leave, and I'm only really doing 2 tips very quickly. So I'm going to have to pass on the hard gel this week. But when I'm back up and running in at full speed, and I'm soon to be seeing Hazel and getting some new hard gel from her, and then I'll have a better product, because the product I've got at the moment, it's nice, but I don't use it enough really. So, yes, cool. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing something with the tinsel. I'm a bit obsessed with tinsel at the moment. And pearl, you cannot beat pearl for your Easters. So, just put those there a minute. Trying to do strategic product placement and stuff. And I've now got rid of the whole watermarking in the corner of my videos. Instead, here it is as a backdrop. So I hope that's all right for everyone. I'm sure there'll be someone that finds it terrible and distracting and they can't deal with it, but you know.
Amanda Stuver, she says,
Louder.
hello from Arizona, USA, and I love your work.
Thank you. Oh, and while I remember, you guys have to ignore the state of my nails. This one is why I shouldn't cook. And this one I broke yesterday. Also cooking. So they've had a bit of a battering. And there, I'm doing up small pots. I'm going like that. And you could see where the 2 claws literally went like that. And I have gouged. Look, That's what Swarovskis have done to me. No, seriously. And I didn't realise until I went, I'm bleeding and I don't know why. And then I was like, oh, dear God.
From?
And it was from there. It's like, eh. And I did say they looked like little teeth necklaces, like a tribal tooth necklace. Quite literally. Been chewing away at my flesh. I'll let you talk for a bit now.
Okay. Joanna Buchanan, she says, hey, with a wave.
Hi.
So good to hear you both brightening up my Mondays again.
Aw,
Bless
thanks.
you. Queen Bee Nail Art says, yeah, I didn't miss it.
They just started. In fact, I've just been yammering on and not doing anything yet.
Paulette Watson says, hi from Barbados.
Oh, well.
And our friend in Japan
Hello.
says, I watch your videos all the time in Japan.
Thanks.
Victoria Rimmer is so glad you're back with some sparkly love hearts.
Thank you. It's not going to be that exciting today because, as I said, I'm still kind of on medical leave, so I can only really do like a couple of tips. But, you know, I missed you guys so much. So I'm going to use a bit of CJP Rosa, which you can see has got like a bit of a glittery shimmery in it.
Amanda Stuver, she says, no hard gel acrylic.
I will be doing more hard gel stuff. But, yeah, because one of my regular clients, when I go back to work, when is it? Middle of April? May? I should be back. I should be able to go back. Like, hopefully they won't be dropping off, so we'll be all right. And then she's said that she's happy to have... I can't remember how to speak. She's going to have hard gel extensions. So...
Like the tinsel.
I'm going to use the tutu. Bit of Rosa.
Queen Bee Nail Art is just oogling your nails.
They're pretty, aren't they? I've started planning my next set, though. And I'm going to use some of this, which is the Sunflower. Thingamajig.
Jenny Rooney
Don't let that
is
seem to
watching
my
and
pickup.
says, hey, and is so glad you two are back. Hope you're feeling better.
You too. They all missed you just as much.
Arjun Tirana says, hi from Germany.
Hello. Sorry, I was swallowing, that's why I couldn't say anything.
Amanda would like to know, what is your shipping rates to the USA?
It's £10 if your order is under £60. Anything over £60 and it's free, but you must select free shipping. And I know that sounds like a lot for postage, but the post office charges me £9.95p and the other 5p goes towards the actual packaging material. So it is as physically cheap as it can be. And I tried a new service recently called Web Interpret, and they were localising all the stores. So when you went on, it showed it all in US dollars, stuff like that, and they lost about 10 parcels. So we don't use them anymore. And I didn't know they'd lost the parcels until after a month. I was going, seriously, my customer still hasn't received this. And they're like, yeah, we just don't know where it is. And I'm like, okay, thanks, that's great.
Well, I'll say a big hello to Kiko in Japan.
Hi.
Just realised my name doesn't show in the alphabet. Your fan in the country of rising sun.
No, it doesn't. We have... I don't know what Japanese letters are called. Oh, see, I sound so ignorant when I say stuff like that.
Jenny Rooney loves the sunflower pigment.
Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? Got to say, all the spring pigments are rather special. The blue has taken my heart a bit, too.
Amanda says that's great for the postage. It's cheaper than CJP.
Well, is it?
CJP charges £20 or £30 US dollars.
Oh, well, CJP does has it takes shipping chemicals abroad takes a lot, whereas shipping glitters it's kind of all right. And I know like it's a bit high, but it's quite easy to hit that £60 to get your free shipping. And if I think like whenever Jeffree Star has a new release, the amount of money I spend there, and it, you know, and when it's like a free shipping hit like $100, done, twice over, done, I'm there. So yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of Jeffree. Well, Lucy has a lot of Jeffree Star.
I know, and considering I very rarely brush my hair, like on a daily basis, Mr. Glitterfairy goes to work, I'm in my pyjamas, he comes home, back in my pyjamas. So, you know, but I needed those lipsticks.
Whose pyjamas?
Your pyjamas, because yours are comfier. Our pyjamas.
Yeah, that too. No biggie.
I've got my theme tune in my head now. And yes, I got some other music downloaded. because loads of people keep complaining about my music, and I love it, but fine.
Argentarana, she says, I need to say that I'm absolutely in love with your colourful nails you made. I regularly don't have people who want to wear them, sadly. But thanks for the colours and inspiration.
Oh, thank you. I'm going a bit subtler on my next set. These were just my BRCA1 nails, and pink and turquoise are the BRCA1 ribbon. So they felt quite fitting after my surgery. And I feel like I'm working really slowly at the moment because this is, other than my nails, this is probably like the third time I've got my acrylic out in about 2 months. So, you know, and you're like, oh, it feels really weird, but I should know how to do it. I'm just going to pop that there to set a bit.
Queen Bee Nail Art says, I have my own little dance to your awesome theme tune. It's the best.
See, I love it. And I think it's a really me music. I think it's really me music, but some people are like, I'm so sick of hearing it. So I still have that as my intro and exit music, but I also have other music. I think I looked under the theme of chilled country during the actual videos.
Jenny Rooney says, no, I love your theme tune and sing along, please don't change it.
Oh, the theme is staying, but yeah, just through the videos. Because,
Molly
you know.
likes your music.
I just thought I'd throw the tinsel across the room. I'm going to do rainbow now, and I'm going to do it in order that pisses off everyone. Oh, I'm swearing a lot, sorry. I forget I'm on live feed, but on YouTube. Yes, so I do rainbows in orders that really annoy people. And so I actually do it like that more because I know how much it annoys people. Because I have had people actually get so aggressive, like, what the fuck? Have you never seen a rainbow before? Right, okay. I'm going to Google a rainbow and share you a rainbow. Oh, it's well past my bedtime, guys. I'm so sorry. But I'm going to show you what a goddamn rainbow looks like. So when people get annoyed with me and they're like, oh my God, you put the blue next to the green. That's not what a rainbow looks like, bitches. The blue and the green are friggin' next to each other. What annoys you is I put my purple in the wrong place, not the blue and green. And I have had so much abuse on my videos whenever I've done rainbow nails of people going like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. And I'm like, you need to get your eyes tested because, first of all, blue and green are next to each other on a rainbow. And two, it's friggin' nail art. I'm not refracting light onto a nail. Sorry. It's one of those things that every time I post a rainbow now, there is always some wise ass that's like, oh my God, that's not a rainbow. It's nail art.
Rant over.
Yeah, it's like I put roses on there too. I don't think it's an actual friggin' flower about to bloom.
Amanda is so sad she has to go back to work. People need their teeth cleaned, lol. I'll come back and finish watching after work. So sad, but you'll be there when I get back.
I will. And it's here to stay.
Timmy and Tiara, they say, I've watched all your videos. I wouldn't be able to do glitters without you.
Aw, thank you.
Victoria Rimmer says, I love your music with some sparkly hearts. Queen Bee agrees that people need to chill.
Yeah, there was one, Christy tagged me in a post. Mikey, I can't, you know what, and I will just offend any language if I try to pronounce his surname. And I can't say. Nguyen? Oh, he's spelled a bit like, what's her name, from BoJack Horseman. And they pronounce that Nguyen. It's Nguyen. And I think he's either Vietnamese or Filipino. And either way, I've probably just insulted him by not even knowing. But he shared a set of nails the other day. Well, somebody shared it. And he'd done, one of the nails was like a giant mermaid tail. And then the other one was a fork. Now, straight away, Disney lovers out there are like, oh my God, it's the Dinglehopper from The Little Mermaid. When she's got the fork and hit this, the seaweed, the seagull calls it a Dinglehopper, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And she tries to use it to comb her hair, right? So I was like, that is an awesome competition set. the friggin' anger on that post. People are being so rude. Oh, they obviously don't work. How do you wipe your ass? I pay someone to do it, love. Because I've got all this money to waste on that. And the amount of people, like, all the homeless in the world, and this is what they spend their money on. And I was like, unless your house is a homeless shelter, bugger off.
Yep.
Oh, I'm well ranty today. Can you tell I've been away?
Been away for a few weeks. And
I'm guessing there's a few comments to catch up on. So
there is a few.
I'm going to let Ian go from the top to bottom.
I'm also going to offend someone because of my pronunciation, but May Hua de Klerk, I'm glad you are back and I love your designs. I love the theme and I love your rainbows.
Thanks.
Stephanie Tardell says, hi, good to see you back. Hope you're both well.
Hello.
Hi. Life of Beauty K agrees it's freaking nail art.
I know. I don't get Kandinsky. I remember studying Kandinsky in school and I remember looking at it going, it's a friggin' mess and I hate it. But I know people appreciate it and fair enough. I don't get angry about it to other people. I'm just like, to me, I'm like, oh, I would never have it on my wall.
Zoe Fisher says, and breathe.
I know, right?
Love it.
And this is me without alcohol.
Kerry Rees, nail artist. She says, oh, yay, lovely to hear you both.
That bloody time, where you been?
Victoria Rimmer says, here, well said. Some clappy hands. Annalise Robb, hi Lucy.
Hello, stranger.
With love art. Amanda Lyon, whoop, I've caught you just in time. Baby's still awake, but he can watch the Glitter Fairy too. That's the way, start him young.
Do you know what? There is someone who messaged me the other day and said, I don't read my child bedtime stories anymore. Their son actually said to watch Glitter Fairy videos before they go to bed. So they said, I'm better than Peppa Pig. Just saying.
Brilliant. Denise Jones says, you cracked me up.
I tend to insult and offend a lot of people, so it's good that I crack you up.
Argentina. We had a rainbow today, and did you know there are always two? One is colours upside down.
I did not know that. So here it is, a school day.
If you look at a rainbow when you're up in the sky, a rainbow is actually a circle. Did you know that?
Well, I'm rarely flying above rainbows, so I wouldn't have noticed, but...
Steph's Nails says, I love your designs, keep them coming.
Thank you.
Life of Beauty says, preach. Pretty much.
Didn't even know what I was preaching about, but I started, didn't I?
Queen Bee says, let it all out, love, we feel you. Nothing wrong with a rant.
It's excitement. Haven't seen it all in ages.
Mate who de Klerk says, hey, you got my name just right. Few people do. Glad to have you guys back. Missed you so much. I'm quite chuffed.
Go team!
Yes. Kerry Rees, sorry, was with a client.
What a poor excuse.
Poor excuse. Nails by Q, she says, oh my god, each person interprets the rainbow in their own way. Love your glitter videos.
That's kind of my point. I'd understand if I was going, this is an exact representation of a rainbow, but, you know, come on, guys. It's nail art. People get so... Ugh. But then there was one person as well, I had to block her from my channel because her comments were just a bit much. And she commented on this one, because I'd done a marble with red and cover pink. She's like, oh, it looks like blood and pus. And I was like, okay, fine. And then I shared a video called Rainbow Party. I now know what a rainbow party is. Guys, don't Google it. You don't want that on your Google history. No. But this woman just said, like, oh my god, you clearly don't know what a rainbow party was. So I Googled it, and it took a lot for me not to comment back going, no, I didn't. And I do judge you for knowing what it is, though. I was like, that is nasty. Like, I'm glad I don't know what that is.
Jen Daniels, I don't think my comment... No, Jen, this is your first one I have read. Hello.
Are you ignoring Jen?
I'm not ignoring Jen. Not on purpose. I've just looked back.
She's one of my favourites. What are you playing at?
I know. I've just looked back to make sure I haven't missed any.
Not that I have favourites.
I've lost where I am.
Now you've lost a comment because I spoke over it.
Sorry, Jen. Kiko says that is an adorable rainbow.
Isn't it cute? It's like a full-on unicorn. In fact, oh my god, I may have to unicorn it up. I'm going to unicorn it up. So there will be hard gel tonight. I'm going to unicorn this up. I was going to say unicorn the shit out of it, but oh, see, I just keep swearing.
Annalise Robb says, hee stranger. Remember the first appointment I had at yours in Leiston? I used to live there before you.
Yeah, she actually lived in the damn house.
Really?
She walked in and she was like, I used to live in this house. And I was like, oh.
No way.
Suffolk is so inbred. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay.
Everyone knows everyone. Amy Bierman says, you two are so funny. Glad to see you're on the mend, Lucy. These look beautiful.
Thank you. See, this I'm all right with. It's the filing that I struggle with. It all feels a bit twangy still. Oh.
Jackie Rodriguez couldn't agree more. She says, people should understand art is in the eyes of the beholder. You're the one holding the brush and you do your colours the way you want. Pigment, follow glitter. You're the best. They like it like that.
I know, and it's once again, you know when people get funny about things like that and you're like, guys, it's glitter. It's just glitter.
Victoria Rimmer says, that's such a beautiful rainbow nail. Those glitters are gorgeous.
Hey.
Sparkling hearts. Arjun Tirana is begging for more videos from you. Kerry Rees is loving these nails.
Yeah.
Fifi1702. Lucy, I'm loving this ranty side of you, keeping it real.
Have you not heard it before? Ooh. Yeah, I get going sometimes. I try not to. I try to rant about relatively inconsequential things. If I start ranting about serious things. Christy started talking about fox hunting today. I can't remember what she did, but she said one thing and I was like, no, we both know that's not true, Christy. Well, and I was like, we're not having this debate.
Mayhood Clerk, you were the first nail person that I followed ever and you inspire me so much. Keep it up, guys.
Aww, that's so cute. I still don't know what to say when people say that to me. It just seems crazy. Right.
Holly Fawcett, I have to say I prefer your rainbows, lol. They look far better. Denise Jones says, it's official. I prefer your live video. You are so real.
Yes, I get told that a lot and then I offend people 2 minutes later.
Victoria says, oh yes, unicorn rainbow. Some love hearts.
Yeah, I'm just trying to... Oh, I've got some white chrome, which was launched ages ago. But
ooh, Nails by Q. She says, any chance you'd come to Ireland to spread the glitter?
I am. I'm going to one in the top.
Belfast, Dublin? No.
Dublin's in the top one, isn't it? Yeah. Belfast is in the... Which is in the Euro one. Belfast is in the bottom one, isn't it? See, my A-star geography student. I can tell you all about sediment flow.
I was an A-star geography student as well.
Yeah, I can tell you about coastal erosion, but
precipitation, longshore drift.
Don't ask me where stuff is.
Yeah.
I thought Hong Kong was actually in China. Yeah, it's a whole different island. Dublin. Has someone just answered that?
No, I'm just...
I'm in Antrim.
Yeah.
Which is next to Dublin.
Yeah.
Isn't it? No, it's next to Belfast. Oh, I don't bloody know. I am going to be... Sorry, and once again, I've stopped not actually doing something on screen. I'm going to be in Antrim in September for 2 days. So, haha. And hopefully... But I won't say that actually because I've got to get it sorted. There's now loads of people telling me which one it is.
What's that? Joanna Buchanan, just Google it. I'm thinking it's the rainbow.
Remember, when you're doing gel, always...
Fifi says, this is the first live of yours I've watched.
Beefy?
Fifi.
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 I was like, Beefy, that's a masculine name.
Denise Jones says, I thought Canada was next to Germany.
Thought where?
Canada was next to Germany.
Oh, God bless your heart. Oh my God, that's adorable.
BJ Mudgeway would like to know, what is your favourite acrylic system you use and have you tried young nails?
I played around with young nails when students have brought it along to training, but I've never really got kits in it. I used to use an SI, which was all right. I liked it. My main system is CJP, and I love it. I like it. Okay, so sometimes the setting time can be a bit of a ball ache if you're just doing. Oh God, stop swearing. If you're just doing like one nail at a time as like demos, it can be a bit annoying. But on a full set, I really like it. Yeah, I answered the question, didn't I? What's my favourite? CJP. Yeah.
Queen Bee says, I went on my honeymoon to Tunisia and didn't even realise I had been to Africa until 6 months later.
Oh, bless your heart. I really love... Oh, I've got a really fantastic... It is Tunisia that had the terrorist attack a few years ago, isn't it? And I had a client at the time, and it was about 2 weeks before she was due to go on holiday there. And when she came in for her appointment, she was like, oh my God, I can't do it. I can't go. I put loads of fluff all over that tip. And I was like, seriously, now is the time to go. Like, support the people.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, support the people who protected the tourists, and also it will be one of the safest places in the world to visit right now. She was like, no. So her travel agent, do you know where her travel agent, obviously they were like, well, we don't normally, but we will allow you to move your holiday. Do you know where they sent them instead?
Like,
Egypt.
oh, right, yeah.
She was like, we weren't allowed to leave the compound and we could hear gunfire all night long. And I was like, yes, because you went to Egypt instead of Tunisia. It's one of these situations where I was like, oh my God.
Jenny Rooney says, it's all right, my sis thought you needed a passport to get into Wales.
Oh, bless her. Well,
Tracy says, the English do, Jenny.
well, I'm in Suffolk, you know. People
Yeah.
from Norfolk need a passport to travel anywhere.
Yeah. Mayhew de Klerk says, I say that because you are so real and human. Being honest about reviews and so on, that helps me a lot. Hope to do my nail course soon. Saving up for it, as recently finished school.
What I would suggest you do is everyone works differently, and I love CJP, but there are people that will try it and not get on with it. All I would say is get a little trial kit. Most professional brands will offer a trial kit where you get like a small pot, maybe a bit bigger than that, and it will have like your cover pink, your clear, and your translucent pink or a white, something like that, and a bit of monomer, and have a little play, and then from that buy slightly larger pots. But what I do also say is actually try it, play with it, practice your pickup and your ratio and stuff like that. A lot of people get a brand, and especially one like CJP, because everyone's like, oh, it's such a game changer, blah blah blah. I do believe that a product and your products and your tools will make a difference to the nails you create, but if you don't have the skills and the knowledge of how to use the product and the tools, you can buy the best, like, you know, I can buy some beautiful Louboutin shoes. It's not going to make me a supermodel. I'll still break my ankles trying to walk in them, you know? So it's that kind of, if you want, when you get a new system, research how best to use it and take your time to have a little play and get to use it. Does that make sense? I feel like sometimes I ramble off and then digress.
That makes sense.
But I know what I was going for there. So I'm just brushing this into the tacky layer of a white gel polish. Back to comments now?
Nails by Q. She says, oh great, I'll try and make it up to Antrim in September. I'm in County Coderry, down in the southwest. Just placed my second order. I can't wait to get it.
Have a little look on the Miss Lucy's website, which is separate from the Glitter Fairy, and it will have my dates on there. The hotel I'm teaching at, I'm also staying at, and we'll be having a meal on the night in between the classes. So if you guys, anyone's staying at the same hotel, let's have dinner. Let's get wasted.
Be good.
Oh, how pretty is that?
You see, now I'm jealous.
But you're coming to Ireland next year. We couldn't really fit you in this time.
That's true.
And we're going to take Laura and AJ are coming next year.
Yeah.
So we will get really drunk.
Fifi1702. I'm coming to Hazel's launch to watch you guys in action and can't wait.
I friggin' cried when Hazel was like, she messaged me and was like, so do you want to come to my launch and like demo some products? And I was like, yes. I didn't swear there. I really wanted to. But okay, I'm using my Megamix. And I'm just going to float this over. But yeah, it was one of those moments where you're like, oh my god, Hazel, mother friggin' Dixon wants me.
Because you're really good. Mayhew de Klerk says, I'm in South Africa. It's like 25 degrees Celsius right now. Lucky girl.
My old neighbour from my house in Easton, she got together with the guy from SA, and I know it really annoys you when I say SA, I'm going to keep saying it. And she just spent like a month over there. They go over there for like a couple of months at a time, then come back here and then go back there. And all of her pictures, and she came back and we just had like a big snowstorm. And she came back, flew into that, and it was like, sucks to be you.
But she says, thanks so much for the advice, and I will follow it.
Good.
Queen Bee, she says, I think I still work a little bit too wet with my CJP.
You can always then just bleed out the back of the bead when, like, before you apply. But remember, when you're bleeding your bead, that is taking out the bead, and that is taking out the brush. So if you look, if you press like that on your towel, you're taking it out of the brush, the bead. But if you go like that, all you're doing is removing monomer from your brush, not your bead of acrylic. And I see that far too much. So just make sure you're bleeding your bead properly. Bleedy bead!
Where did I get up to?
I don't know.
Denise Jones, she says,
talking
yes,
over you.
I agree. I have the best products, but I can't actually do any nails. I can do the nail art on the practice tips, no issue. And she also says, damn girl, that pink and yellow looks amazing.
I know, right? But again, it will all come with time. And one day it will just click.
Sorry. Mayhew says, ooh, I love the ombre, so pretty. Life of Beauty K would like to know, is there an online nail schools that you would recommend?
I learned through Essential Nails, and I would recommend them, but I would also say a lot of their courses are quite out of date. So they're really good for your basics, because I think you'll learn excellent filing, hygiene and stuff like that. But then what I would encourage you to do is, once you're qualified with them, get on a skill building course with someone who will teach you the European Apex, because they still teach the old Apex. And I just think going forward, because the European Apex has been in use now almost a decade, and I prefer it. It's stronger, it's a better nail. So yeah, that's who I trained with, Essential Nails.
We have a lot of love for the yellow and the pink. Jackie Rodriguez says that is awesome. Victoria Rimmer says, ooh, that's so shiny, and he's loving the pink.
It looks like what are the words I'm looking for?
Jen Daniels. Hi Jen. She says, oh Lucy, I really think you don't give yourself enough credit. You are super amazing at what you do. I'm
not sure what I said to suggest that. I'm the best. No. No, I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm alright at what I do.
Life of Beauty says thanks. Ollie Molly 63 says, well, I learned something new again. Draining CJP.
Yeah, if it's not dry enough, then that's how you can do it. I've just realised I don't actually want that to be white. I want that to be black. So I'm just going to paint over with black polish. Which I'll probably need to do 2 coats now.
Mayhew would like to know, what is the difference between a normal apex and a European apex?
Oh, I'll get a piece of paper and pen and I'll show you in a minute. Oh, for God's sake, I needed tack free. I was supposed to do that. Tack friggin' free. If you slam it on one of my clipboards. Okay, so that's had Megamix on. And the reason I use Megamix is because it is a mixing gel. It's not a top coat, but it's ever so slightly thicker than a normal gel. So it's good for like encapsulating, and especially with pigments. And then I'm going to come in with a tack-free top coat, so I could either pop this on and then my nail is finished. Megamix has a top coat, a Maze Glaze, which you can use as a complete system, but I am now going to brush on some white chrome on top of this.
Or
Fancy pen. You know I like my fancy pens. And this one I'm just going to put a top coat on and then cure it like that. That's so pretty. Lovely. Can you put the lid on because I'm not ready to show it yet? Please, my darling, my love, my sweet.
Right, ready, go.
Thank you.
Lamb Simone says, wow, this is really great. Can we use, Leanne Metcalf says, can we use the pigments to make those smoky galaxy type nails?
Yeah, you can. I might do that on the chrome. Shall I do a pastel smoke nail, guys? I've only seen it in videos. I've never actually tried to do it. So that'll be fun. Let's learn together.
Holly Fawcett, she says, oh, very pretty. By the way, just wanted to say I've been really enjoying your blogs.
Thanks. I do like rambling, and the problem is I get onto a right ramble and rant, and then people are like, I really enjoyed that. I'm like, don't encourage it.
Once she's going, she's gone.
Yep.
Mayhew says, yes, please do it. Nails by Q says, love your pigments. Can you do blue and purple and add glitter?
Oh, I've just done my last tip, but yes, you could do that.
Jenny Rooney agrees. Says the blogs have been amazing.
Thanks.
Victoria Rimmer says, I need those pigments with some sparkly hearts.
Seriously, how do I not have a rush? Okay, and then I just added a bit of white chrome on that one. And then I'm going to double top coat. So you put one on, 30-second cure, and then a second top coat with full 60-second cure. The reason you do it for 30 seconds first is because you don't want it to fully cure, because you want it to still be slightly tacky so the second layer sticks to it properly.
Jen Daniels would like to know, are the pigments available in a stacker?
No, they're only available in the small pots, but you can buy... I sell the pots separately, so you could always buy the large pots and decant into a stack. If I had more room, I would make them available in a stacker as well as small pots. But I'm afraid I don't. And also for the amount, obviously, the small pots contain half the amount of the large pots. So if I put them in a stacker, it would double the price. Or I'd keep the same quantity but in a large pot, and then you get people complaining that they're half empty.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, no, because it's like a small pot, like large pot, blah, 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 blah.
Grace Kelly says, I love this. A very nice, good job. Greets from Holland.
Hello. I have put in my last blog, obviously, that I lived in the Netherlands for 3 years. Never visited Holland, though. Olga replied in Dutch, and I had to translate it. And I was like, I've, again, lived there 3 years, and I can only swear in Dutch.
And Grace also says, ew, black, my favourite.
Right. So, not black. And I'm going to come in with the black chrome.
Haylett Norton says, hi Lucy, I love your tips.
Hopefully you can see a difference between the chromy and the shiny. The chromy and the shiny.
Chromy and shiny.
Yeah, but normal shine and then a chrome shine is what I mean.
I'm with you.
Pipe down.
Right.
Shout out the West, I was showing him some glitters that I mixed up earlier, and he's like, oh, that looks just like this one that you've done. And oh, that is like the Arabian Princess, but like it met a mermaid. And I was like, that's the idea. Keep an eye out for April's Mix Out Mondays, guys. They are going to be quite sexual. Like, seriously, I mixed one up today, and it is, oh my god. Sea Princess delight. Right, so I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. I'm not going to double do that because I'm going to try and do some smoke nails. She says. Oh. Let's give it a go. It's been on the list. Get rid of you. Ah, yeah. Have we all gone quiet?
We have. They're all mesmerised.
Oh, I also have 2 other pigments, which are in the normal pigment stack. Sage and Iris, which are kind of like a... not quite springy enough, so didn't make the spring stack, but I had them. So they're available on the regular pigments listing. Just remember that. Right, so that one's done. So there's an ombre using Sweet Pea and Bliss. That Bliss. So pretty. Right, and then we've got Pansy and Sunflower with a bit of white chrome over the top. Okay, so we're going to have a go at that smoke effect. I'm not sure I know how to do it. Let's wing it. So we need a regular white polish. Don't I? I don't know what else to use. Yeah, so I need a regular white polish. And then I need a brush and some alcohol. It's just in my head now. Don't need the backing music. Are we missing? I see a lot of comments coming up.
Oh, we just had a few more. Judy Turgeon says, glad to have you back, Miss Lucy. Missed you.
Ah, missed you too.
Amy Bierman, oh my god, the blue is beautiful. Well, they're all beautiful, but I am so drawn to that blue.
Nice, isn't it?
Nails by Koo, she asks, where did you say I'd see your dates for the Antrim?
If you go on misslucys.co.uk.
Zanhari1 says, I have a black cat I called Sweet Pea. She's not always sweet to her friends. Bless
It's the
her.
joy of cats, isn't it?
Yeah. Fifi1702, do you sell the display tips? Must get these pigments, they're stunning.
I do, but I don't know how many are in stock at the moment because I need to repot them up. Okay. So I think one thing I've noticed with some people doing this, you need to make sure that you really blur like the edge of your smoke design. I'm quite happy with that. Right. I'm just going to cure that for 30 seconds. And this was obviously a tacky layer white polish. I've not done this before, so it might not work.
That's good.
It looks awful right now. I love you.
I love you too.
Right. So we'll do a bit of the purple and the pink and the blue. How does that sound, guys? Something like that. So I haven't really shown those. Yeah, that means, yeah, and then all of them have been shown. Okay, and I'm just using one of my usual pigmenty brushes.
Angela Brooks says, well, hello there.
Well, hello there. Also, look. Something my VIPs will have seen.
Life of Beauty K, it's a silly question.
This?
What are your thoughts on duck nails? They were popular a few years back.
Duck nails? Do you mean the flared ones? Do you really want... You know what my opinion is on that. That's why you've asked. They just want another rant. But yeah, do you mean the flare nails? Like the duck feet?
Yes.
I think as a nail tech, it is your job to give your clients well-balanced, aesthetically pleasing nails. And whether your client desperately wants them or not, my argument would be, so you know that hasn't really worked. My argument with that would always be they're not well balanced because they're flared and hideous. I mean, each to their own, but no. And I had this conversation with someone on another group the other day, and they were like, oh, but if your client came in wanting them, and I was like, well, then my client could go to someone else. So this hasn't really worked as planned, or at all.
Angela Brooks says, I love your videos, hum.
Thanks.
Julie Turgeon would like to know, what did you use on your brush to play with the white for the smoke effect?
Alcohol, so like your prep. But what my pigment has then done, because it's like super sticky, these shimmery ones, it works better with a neon, I feel, is it's then stuck to the warm, tack-free polish. That just hasn't worked. We're just throwing that one away.
Zanhari is loving that purple. The blue's gorgeous too.
So I'm going to have a practice at that, and then I'm going to come back and do a video, because that didn't work. I think it's because I didn't let it cool down a bit.
Queen Bee says, Lucy, did you top coat the black first? I learnt that lesson.
Yeah, and it was tack-free, but I think it was warm, which is what was the problem.
Jen Daniels says, try top coating it, Lucy. Sometimes it pops through.
Oh, I'll try top coating it, but...
Julie Turgeon says, thanks. Grace Kelly says, no, I love it.
It would need a hatchet to pop through that, but we'll see.
Denise Jones says, oh my god, those crystals. My order will be confirmed after this.
Yeah, that didn't know. But we'll cure it and we'll just pretend it never happened.
Amy Bierman says, I found it easier to use detailed brushes to draw the white smoke, as the paint still leaves sticky where you've
It does, doesn't it? But hey ho, we all practice and fail. Right.
Part of it. Jenny Rooney, stunning colours. I haven't tried the smoke nails myself yet.
Well, don't do them on a live feed is my suggestion.
Jen Daniels says, it still looks nice though.
Stop. Just stop.
You are there?
Yeah, it just went a bit twangy. This may take a while, guys. Sorry. I'm fine. Stop looking at me like that.
I'm allowed to.
It just went a bit twangy. It's all right.
Leanne Metcalf says, thanks you for trying.
I know, right? It's worth a try. Because apparently everyone loves a trier. I'm fine. I just have to relax that bit and then I can do it. I've only got 2 tips. That's why I only did 2 tips. Don't look at me like that. I'll be lynched if I don't finish them. Oh, I'm very quiet. Talk to me.
They're all mesmerised.
Even before you top coat. That's so pretty. Oh, loads of comments just came through.
Ken Daniel says, well, I'm not going to say it looks like a pile of shit, am I? No,
You can.
You can do.
I will.
Grace Kelly, it looked like a little piece from an earth ball from this distance. I liked it. It sounds crazy, but I liked it. Queen Bee Nan, I can't wait for her crystals to arrive. Eek!
Very exciting, isn't it? And my VIP saw them before everyone else. Right, they're not filed to perfection, but I'm feeling all a bit twangy, so I can't quite finish it, sorry. They're filed well enough.
Victoria Rimmer says, add more pigment, and make a galaxy nail.
I know, I think I will. And then add a bit of holographic superfine. Right, so this one I'm just going to top coat. This one. That was my back, not my boobs. Dear God. Isn't it lovely when you're like really cared for by someone?
What are you implying?
Oh, my back hurts. Right. So I'm going to use a bit of hard gel now If I can get that bloody stuff open.
You can do it.
Sticky, I'm sticky. Don't care for being sticky. We all know I don't like being sticky, and I'm sticky. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. So we're going to unicorn this up. Baby.
Queen Bee, I love that word twangy. I had a hip replacement a few months back and twangy was a word I used a lot.
Yeah. It's sometimes where it's stitched onto the muscle, it just gets a bit... Because when I'm filing, I didn't realise how much I tense my chest muscles. So when I tense my chest muscles, it all just feels a bit twangy. It's the only way I can describe it.
Amy Beerman says twang-fastic is the word.
There's nothing fastic about it, unfortunately. It's kind of twangy, gippy.
Mayhew de Klerk would like to know, she asks, what was the most difficult skill you had to learn?
To smile at people.
You have such a lovely smile.
To not batter them in the face with a chair when they sit in front of me and ask for red nails with black tips in a French design. Look, only Darla and Buffy could pull that off, love. She was a psychotic vampire. 1 stroke. And it can still bugger off because I still can't do it. Still learning it. Yeah, I'd definitely say 1 stroke. I have invested over the years near £500 in 1 stroke. So can you see how I'm just doing it and doing like 3D?
Denise Jones, she says, I love being a VIP. Only my first month, well worth it.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoy. Are you navigating on the website all right and finding everything on there? Because that's all new.
Haylet Norton says, bloody hell, girl, take it easy. I tell her that all the time.
No, they all do. I do spend a lot of my time still on the couch snuggling Evie. But sometimes when I'm filing, it just gets a bit twangy.
Jen Daniel says, I'm off now, lovelies. Catch up later. See you later, Jen.
See you later. I've been going on for a while now, haven't I?
Yeah.
About an hour. 52 minutes.
You have. Hell. Time fly when you're having fun.
It was past my bedtime before. It definitely is now. Do-do-do. Everyone's gone really quiet.
Because they're all mesmerised.
Well, I can't talk. I'm really focusing on shit. It's a bit warm in here, so my gel's going a bit...
Mayhew says, well, 1 stroke sounds like a mountain to climb, but I really love your 1 stroke. Past my bedtime too, but hey, I can manage.
I'll be tucked up in like 10 minutes, so don't worry. You won't have much more of me. Yeah, 1 stroke sort of, I don't know. Like it is one of those things that, like, I always say this, like when I see Sheenie's work. Oh my god, it's just so gorgeous. Yeah, it's one of those things that people are like, oh, I find it so relaxing. And I want to punch them because I find nothing relaxing about it because I get so stressed because I can see in my head what I want to create, but I just can't do it. Getting there. I can see the progress in my work. It's just still not where I want it to be.
Victoria Rimmer, she says, I don't have Facebook. Is there another way to get the VIP access code?
You don't need a code. As soon as you sign up to become a VIP on the website, let's see if I can show you on my phone. Share.
Denise Jones says, yeah, struggled at first, but A-OK now. Just need to remember to log in when clicking on links.
Yeah.
The website is little handy gesture.
Cool. Well, I've tried to make the website as easily accessible and understandable as possible. Okay, and now I'm going to top coat this entire nail in tack free, and you need to make sure you get really over all of that hard gel because you don't want any tackiness, because I'm going to put a chrome over this. And then I always just rub in between to make sure that you're still going to get a nice definition between the spiral. And then I'm going to cure that for a good 60 seconds. Right, okay, so I'm on the website. So get rid of my important. Right, I will just quickly log out. And then I'm going to show you how to access the content here. Might as well while I'm here. Taking forever to log out. Right, so if I then go up here, go into shop, a VIP subscription. So that will have loads of things that shouldn't be in that category, but I can't get them out. So there's where you sign up, and it's literally like you sign up, like you basically put it in your basket and pay for it. But then, okay, so one of the perks for Sapphire and Diamond subscribers is that they can buy products before the general public. So at the moment I have a Swarovski cluster set available only to VIPs, and it will go on sale to the general public next week. So if I click on that, it then says currently only available for VIPs. Ta-da! So then if you sign in, it will automatically log you in, and you can then view the products. Take it. And I'm also going to show you on the members bit while I'm here. The internet's quite slow because I'm on a live feed.
And I'm watching it too.
Right. Okay, so now it then shows it, and you can then select an order like you normally would. And then if you go to my account, I think, ignore the bit where it says member discount. It says that because I've got a discount set up for my admins. Okay, so if you go onto your account and you go to memberships, how exciting is this, guys?
Zanhari, I won't be in bed till much later. Just finishing my own nails at the moment. Top coat and crystals.
Come.
Sharon R. and Ela says, I just love your artistic flair.
Thanks.
Life of Beauty Case, maybe one of your videos you could show the two different kinds of apexes. That's what you're going to do.
I'm going to do next. Yeah. I'm just showing this because someone asked how to access it. And so once you've gone onto your memberships, it will then show like if you're a Ruby subscriber or Sapphire subscriber. So Sapphire subscriber, for example. And then I want to go, so products will automatically list all of it, all the products you can buy. But if you click content, you see that? Yeah, if you click content, it will then bring up your page. So I'm going to click on the Sapphire VIP subscribers page. And
Jenny
then
Rooney is already in bed with munchies.
Oh, I'm not allowed to snack at the moment because I've put on like 58,000 stone on medical leave.
Okay.
We're almost there. I'll go back to nails in a minute, guys. Okay, ta-da! So then you see, and this is the VIP content. So you get your videos that are only available to VIPs, and you get like sneak peeks and stuff like that. So ta-da! That's how you access it, guys. Right, back to this. I'm going to use my Livia pigment. Oops. To just add a bit of a shimmer on this. Now Livia has this lovely kind of goldy greeny colour. Shula has a red one. And I always go over with my finger just to make sure I get in all those little nooks and crannies. Got that in there. And look how pretty that is. Unicorn!
Mayhew says, I think I would kill nails because I work so much with my hands and they take a real beating. We'll go for my first set sometime this year just to try it out.
I was a competition groom with horses and I used to have my nails done. It's how you use them. Remember, they're jewels, not tools. You know, like simple things like somebody was like, I work in a warehouse and I spend all day opening boxes with my nails. Well, you shouldn't do that with your natural nails anyway. You should have a box opener. It's quite standard PPE. Well, not PPE. Equipment. Yeah. PPE. You need to wear a box opener. But yeah, it's quite standard equipment that your boss should supply you with. Like cleaners should be, if you're a cleaner, when someone says, I'm a cleaner, my hands are in chemicals all day. What the crap are you doing? Your skin is a semi-permeable layer. Do not put your hands in bleach and chemicals all day. Your boss, as a cleaner, should provide you with gloves. Full stop.
Yep. Sharon Nellis says, I am a VIP on your shop. You sell the best glitter mixers and I love your nails.
I mixed up April's VIPs today. That's all you're getting. But I also mixed up a new Mix It Up Monday, which is like a mermaid Arabian princess. You got to wait till the end of April for that. Sorry.
So cruel sometimes.
I am mean. So I'm just going to add a second top
Jenny
coat to
really
this.
loves it. Grace Kelly says, lovely unicorn. Victoria Rimmer says, thank you for explaining that for me. That unicorn nail is stunning.
I think the pearls for unicorns are perfect. And I now have, the pearl collection is a bit of a beast now. Look it. So I just released the fine. You have all of these in a fine, a multi-cut, chunky cut, flowers, butterflies, dot mix, and hearts.
Sharon and Nella says, lol, oh my god, you're evil.
I know, right? It's when I strobe it like that.
Mayhew says, okay, I'll think of my nails in that way from now on. Never thought of it like that. I'm hard on my
Jewels,
hands.
not tools. And
Yep.
I just found these. I need to recreate some of these because I did these a while ago on my shelf. So this was doing with neon pigments, which I also sell. And then that one, oh, where are they? Also neon pigments with a bit of stamping. I need to do some videos on those, I think. I suddenly looked up on my shelf and was like, oh my gosh.
Zenhari1 says, lol, I've had a horse for years and had my nails really long for years. Using forms has been a lifesaver. No more snapped nail tips. I always find the glue came loose after a few weeks.
Yeah, like horses like Christy. Most of you know Christy from my live feeds because she's normally my model. She's always had horses. That's how we met. We worked together on a barn. She's just taken on a youngster and she's in the middle of backing him at the moment. So, you know, if she can wear nails, anyway, you know, it is just how you look after them. Obviously, something like this with horses would not be practical. Anyone who understands what I'm talking about with horses, when I had my short nails, I worked on a dressage yard and my horses were ridden in double bridles every day. So you have something called a curb chain. And when I was hooking the curb chain, it has a little hook, and I put it on, and then my finger was in there, and then that was the time the horse decided, I'm going to rear up and be a massive dick. And he did that. Oh, I swear to God, I thought I'd lost my hand. That's one of the most painful things that ever happened to me. So he reared up and took half of my finger with him. Almost as good at the time as when Henry and I were having a cuddle and he headbutted me and his forelock got caught around my labret piercing and I thought I lost my lip. I didn't, but I took my piercing out that day. It's like, yep, not worth it anymore. Ta-da! Right, may I have my clipboard, please?
You certainly can. Would you like your pen as well?
Yes, please. Are we... Oh, I've got a purple one, pink one. I'm going to use that. Are we all sitting comfortably? Quiet at the back.
Yep.
So, your old apex. You're going. I hope you're ready for some pretty amazing artistic talent here. So, you're going to be blown away. So, and I'll have to tell you what this. You're going to have to tell me if I'm in shot or not. Yeah, I am. It's a finger. You have to want it to be.
I
love how you're getting involved too.
I'm intrigued.
So here's a finger.
Side view.
I'm giving you the fingers, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. So your old apex would be a bit like that. So your old apex would be 50% of the, approximately 50% of the entire nail. So if you had a long nail, you would normally put your apex back there. Yep. Are we all following this? Are we in shot? Yep. Okay. So that's your old apex. But what would happen is, with nails like mine, you'd end up having like toucan nails and like those really clawy, hooky looking nails. What it also means is in 2 weeks' time, so your apex is kind of about there at the moment. So when your client comes back for a refill or maintenance or whatever, the apex is about here. It's off the nail, so it's unbalanced. So you've got more chance of lifting, cracking, breaking. And when it's unbalanced like that, you then see, like a lot of people, you see these horrible things about MMA acrylic ripping off the entire nail. Any poorly balanced extension, whatever product you've got on there, could risk doing that. If you hit it at the right angle, like anyone who wears extreme nails will know this, we have all cracked a nail there. It happens. You just catch your nail in the wrong place. You could trip over, fall down and break a hip. It's just if you hit it in just the right place, it can cause quite a lot of damage. So the European apex is different. And you can see, which is that I am wearing. Please excuse the lack of crystals that have been slowly gouging into my flesh. So the European apex comes up. And then, so if that was a square nail, it would look like that. So European apex is 20 to 50% of the length of the natural nail. So you end up with a much more balanced nail. As this grows out, so in 2 weeks' time, when you come back for a fill, that's what your nails will look like. You're still on the nail. It's not unbalanced like that one will be, and it'll be stronger. So when you do a square, you come out and straight. So if you're applying a form, you tilt it up a bit. Because if you applied your form straight, then you would have a massive chunk there. So if you tilt your form up, you would then end up with a nice thin, well not thin, correct thickness. Make sense? So then when you do something like this, which is kind of like a pipeletto kind of thing, like a cut-off stiletto. A stiletto would come up and down, but your apex is still here, and it's a relatively straight line coming down. Can I have a different colour pen? Also, let me see if I've got a book. I see comments.
We have, oh, everyone was saying they're ready.
Oh. Whoop.
Lively beauty case as well, thank you. Leanne Metcalf says, but how big should the apex be?
This is a question that a lot of people ask, and I always find with the old apex, you'd often end up having quite a thick, chunky nail. Look how long my nails are, and that isn't a huge apex, is it? So you need to just have a nice, well-balanced apex there. And what I see a lot of people do with the new apex, which is why a lot of people say, I don't like the European apex. You see people going like this, like right up, and then they almost barrel it down a bit to that square. So they really exacerbate it. So you almost see people coming like straight out of the cuticle. Whereas a well-balanced, like the thumb, can you see it's a nice gentle slope up and then straight out. So it's still a very smooth, streamlined. It's not excessive. Well, I don't think it is. And I just think it makes a much, much nicer. I've got so many crystals on, it's hard to see. I think that is probably the best one you can see it on. It's not really high. It's not bulky. It's not bulking out the nail in any way. It's just a nice... And these are almost 2 weeks old. My cuticles are a joke. And I can highly recommend this book by Ela, again. If it's not Smith, I can't. My specialist is Mr. G, because no one can pronounce his name. Yeah, there's just so many Zs. But this shows fantastic angles. Good filing. And this is a fantastic book to get. and it will show you like down the barrel. So you get that. So you get an idea of like how you should be applying your forms, at what angle, for loads of different shapes and stuff. So there you get, and it gives you form application on standard, hooked and bitten nails. So it is really fantastic. I think it was about 40 quid. And someone said to me the other day, said, oh my God, that's so much. You spend like £100 or £200 on a day course training. Like 40 quid for a book that you can keep referring to and keep reminding yourself of the knowledge isn't that much. Right, okay. I'm going to sign off in a minute. So I'll give you a couple of minutes just to shout out if you've got any other questions, guys.
Life of Beauty case as well, thank you. Jacinta Ford says, ooh, I'm catching a live. Morning from Oz.
Morning.
She says, I've got the Kindle version. It's amazing. That book, I'm guessing.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Mayhew says, oh wow, thanks so much for explaining. Makes more sense to do the European Apex then. Now I know why your nails look so good, even though they are long, pretty nails too. Zanhari says, my nails grow slightly downwards, hence the reason I tilt the form up slightly.
Yeah. And when you have nails that naturally hook down, you will find, like I do it normally with most of my nails anyway, but you would probably be able to infill once, and then you would then either need to be doing some work underneath with an e-file every time you refill, or every month or so you would need to file right back down and resculpt, because when they hook, like people have this before, like how do we deal with that? Unless you're going to get underneath with an e-file and stuff like that, you do need to file back down and go back out. And I just, oh my God, just really quickly, I don't want to go on a massive rant again or anything, but when people say, like, I see this posts on forums all the time, what do you prefer, the old or the new Apex? And it's one of those questions that drives me to distraction, because it's like, I don't know, it's like saying, what do you prefer, buying a block of butter from the supermarket or churning it yourself? The whole idea is that things change every day in every industry, and it's always, every day is a school day. So you kind of have this thing where if there's something new come into the industry, and when it was explained to me, I have done a lot of training, and the people I have trained with, because people always ask that as well. So I trained with Gemma Lambert for a year and a half, 2 years. I've trained with Hazel Dixon. I train with good nail techs and artists. They're, you know, award-winning, well-respected in the industry. So the knowledge you're getting from these people is worth it. And this is what I've learned from them. So I kind of think when people say, do you prefer the old or the new? You kind of think, well, there's a reason it's the old one. And when the new one was explained to me, I always say, if you can explain to me why the old Apex is stronger and more secure and more aesthetically pleasing and better for your client, I will start using it again. But no one can, because the new Apex is far superior. But again, it's just people that make it really bulky. Like I used to literally, my nails would go, like it would almost be like a little shelf in my cuticle area. So it's taken me a lot to be like, file it down. But once you get the hang of it, it is a really nice Apex. Back to questions.
Janine Basil says, thank you for explaining that.
She is the lady who makes the glittery stars I put in your beard. No, I put the butterflies in your beard, didn't I?
Yes.
Janine does those.
Brilliant. Life of Beauty says, will do. Jenny Rooney says, thank you for the live and take it easy, hun.
Thank you.
Zanhari says, yes, I take down and resculpt. Nonny Harries says, please can you show the title of the book again?
It is. I'll try and get a link and put it in the description below. It's the Nail Shapes and Structure Compendium by Ela Loszcyzyk. Seriously, guys, my name is Lucy Fell. Like, this is the easiest possible name. And it's, oh my God, it's so funny because my mum used to live in Papua New Guinea and she used to live in a place, and I thought it was, Mile to Wewak. And I was like, there is a place in the world called Mile to Wewak. I thought that's amazing. It's not. Her parents were in Mile, and one of the planes that she had to get from the boarding school to get her, I know, colonial life. She had to, like, she was like 13 travelling alone across Papua New Guinea. And one of the planes was from Wewak to Mile and then Mile to Wewak on the way home. And that really upset me because I thought there is a place in the world called Wanamo to Wewak. Wanamo? Wanamo. It was Wanamo to Wewak. See, I can't remember. It's the other day when I forgot whether hippos were in Africa. My mum lived in Africa for many years too. I should have known that.
Sharon Nellis. No, you've gone off on a tangent.
I have, sorry.
She says, thank you very much for your time and advice. You have given so much needed help.
Oh, thank you.
Tracy Scott says thanks. And Janine Basil says, lol, I'd love to see that.
You know, I think I have a picture somewhere. I'm sure I will be able to share it with the world, and he'll love that. Right, I am going to go now. I think there's one more comment just popped up because they disappear when I go off.
Sarah J, thank you, Lucy. Your explanation of the two apexes makes so much more sense to me now. Good. Glad that helped. And Janine Basil says yes. Oh, Victoria Rimmer, good night, Miss Lucy and Mr. Glitter Fairy. Thank you for the live feed. Not a problem. We're getting loads of comments saying goodbye now, so we then get caught so we can never leave. Thanks so much. It was fun chilling with you guys. Hope to be joining you again soon. Nighty nighty. Good night. Grace Kelly says thanks, hun. Thank you from Leanne Metcalf. Right, we are going now. Well, I say that, I can't remember how to turn this off. But thank you all for tuning in, and we will be back again next Monday. So hope you all have a lovely week and a fabulous weekend, and I will see you all soon. Bye. See, I do my bye, and then I can't figure out how to turn the damn thing off. No, I really can't. How do I do it? I'm going to flip the camera, and then everyone's going to see my scary, terrifying face. How do I end it? Oh, I see now. My mum's bobblehead from a message was getting in the way of the cross. Bye! No, fuck. Oh my god! Why is this so difficult? Oh, look at the pretty pups. Sorry, guys. I don't... that one. Yes.